the draft when you watching it is when they show the fans that are there, especially when it's them later picks, especially them late in the first round, them second rounds. Them fans have no idea who the hell.
If they take someone you can't put on your fantasy team, someone's gonna be angry.
Yeah, they don't know who to.
If it's
not,
like
they be like, am I supposed to celebrate? Am I supposed to be happy? They don't know what the hell going on.
These people key in on like 3-4 guys, and if it's not that guy, they boo.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Honestly, like, listen, man.
Tingus.
Yes, we're gonna have our preference or whatever, but right. But like Jonah said, these dudes get paid to do this shit. Some are terrible. We know that, but still, at the end of the day. They still doing more than we are. Yeah, exactly. Man, is this episode 49 or is this episode 50? I'm lost.
This was 49, right?
49. Uncommon commentators. I'm Jay. That's Jonah. That's Zoe. Hey, you know what? I wanted to start the pod off with something real quick. Hopefully this works. I really hope it does.
Should have pulled up and shot that or attacked Towns at the rim.
Just listen.
10 to shoot. Edwards. Oh, Edwards! A signature slam.
Thank you.
Hey, shout out Iron Eagle.
Hey man, shout out TNT, shout out Iron Eagle. Hey, let me tell you something. That moment right there, I was watching it in the bedroom, Rain asleep. Man, I jumped up out the bed. She thought something was wrong. I woke her ass up. Listen, I think we all.
It was one of those dunks.
Man, dog.
It really wasn't that crazy, but the moment of it.
Yes, exactly. That's what it was.
Really
it was like
on someone, but the timing was crazy.
Yeah, the timing was crazy. Like you saw like a little size up, the little
so good.
Between the dribble. Yes.
Clean.
Oh my god. But the one thing I liked so much more before that was the damn block on Booker. The block on Booker was just like, this dude he's blacked out. Like he blacked out. He didn't give a damn about nothing. Like none of that shit. So it's just
fuck your 50 ball.
Yeah, man, pretty much. I just want to start the pot off like that, man. I was really hyped up. I'm hyped up for Jonah and the rest of the Wolves fans, man. I don't give a fuck if it's just going to the second round, man. That's a step in the right direction. That's a step in the right direction.
That was my goal.
It's
a sweep. And a sweep. Oh my God. People talk crazy about Minnesota all year. Hey, and let me tell you something. I saw Jonah. Jonah is being humble. Y'all been talking crazy about Minnesota since they traded for Rudy Gobert. I'm pretty sure Jonah got more bookmarks and receipts. I saw him on Twitter letting loose.
It was his time. The Twitter mutuals.
I
leave that to the Twitter mutuals. The Twitter mutuals have been going crazy.
Oh my God.
That was great.
But you know
Reggie
what?
Miller,
clown.
Oh
that one got me. Even in the moment.
That was bad.
Not having them in playing consideration.
Come on now. Nasty. Nasty. And you know what? I didn't know the media was that bad with the Timberwolves like that. Like, just seeing like the mutuals on Twitter, I'm like, damn. They was talking about them like that. Like,
at least have a sympathy. They're gonna bounce back. Throw them that lob. Come on, like,
man,
something. Like you said, get to the play-in. Like they just made the playoffs.
Like what type of shit is that? Like,
what did they expect? What were they thinking?
Exactly. And y'all been battling with OKC and Denver all year. Like I don't get it.
The respect earned is more fun than it being given to start off. I'll say that. It's definitely more rewarding, even though people are still going to talk crazy. But you know how it is. You know how to be. You know how to act.
Yeah, people are going to talk crazy. Exactly. No, you were right.
All the time for no goddamn reason. Just for no reason. And I'm just gonna start with this series with the Suns and the Timberwolves. The Suns, I'm gonna get them out the way. Listen, we told y'all. We told y'all since the shit started. First of all, when the trade happened, I remember Jonah, one of y'all hit the thread right away. It was like, it doesn't really make Phoenix better. Like it's just
it wasn't a needle mover.
It didn't do nothing.
Would I rather have Beal than Chris Paul, probably, but I still have questions.
Yeah, exactly. And
I think we thought they were going to win a lot of regular season games, but our concern was always going to be playoff time. What's it going to look like?
Yeah. And then, like, when they were struggling to win regular season games, it was like, I don't know.
There was just no consistency in the regular season.
Yeah, like, damn,
consistently inconsistent. Exactly.
Yes, it was bad. It was, and they might have. I tweeted this. They might have the worst future in sports right now.
Oh my God.
When you think about all the major sports, when you look at all major sports, I can't think of a team. Listen, look at their championship window. How fast that shit closed. They was just in the finals in 21. Dog, it's 24.
That seems like a long time ago at this point.
Yes,
were they better off
when you say when the Bucks won. See, with the Aiden thing, I don't know. He needed to change the scenery.
I definitely was thinking about that shit today.
On the court, but everything else, he needed to go.
No, he did need to go.
He definitely needed to go, but
years in the making for him. So
there was some animosity getting thrown around.
But y'all right though. The body type, the player type, yes, they needed that. But like y'all said, he had to go. But like, I don't know what they do. They have no picks.
Yo,
you can't. The tricky thing I have here is you can't point. I don't think you can point fingers. There's so many issues.
There's so many issues from top to bottom. All the stuff coming out about the owner today and how he's been working since he bought the team.
Yo, this shit has been
15 minutes after the game, reports coming out already. Like, they had those locked and loaded.
The coaching blame always bothers me because it's such an easy cop out. But at the same time, defensive minded coach, let's say they have an offensive minded coach, you're still going to have so many issues with this team.
You are,
like, regardless. Even if you can flip some things around, KD, you kind of have to know what he is at this point.
Yep.
He's going to play his certain way. I mean, you don't want him to be your best rim protector on your team in the first place, but
no, not the whole.
The lack of I understand. I am a proprietor of the mid range for individual players because it's a good thing to have in your bag if you need to get to it, if you're stopped, if you need to pull up. But if you have three players, I mean, Beal has the most rim pressure out of all of them, but they just love the mid range.
They didn't
have the volume. The math is gonna math after a while, and we saw that in the playoffs. Like they'd shoot really well, but they'd still be right there in a game. It's just
it's
so many of those issues caught up.
It did, and then like today it said like Vogel has said he wanted to get the point guard, and they said that they needed was going to take away from. Who knows if he actually said that? He might have actually said that.
They're playing their sides. You know how it is.
Literally, everyone has a quote out right now. It's not a good look.
Everybody, it's not. Like, what do you do? Like, I'm not going to waste. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this, but it's just.
No, I got a hypothetical because I was playing around on the trade machine today.
I know you was. Come on, let's hear it. I'm ready for this.
So, hypothetically speaking, let's say the Thunder, they fall in the second round. They don't make it out. They got cap space, so they can just absorb KD's contract. Let's say they ship out Giddey, another filler, and all those picks they got for KD.
I've been seeing people say before this even before the sweep, like KD might go back to OKC.
He might.
I saw like Giddey, Dort, and a bunch of damn picks for KD.
Yep. They got all them damn picks.
Jonah, would you do it, Jonah?
I don't know if they want to give up any core pieces. Like, I think they really want to keep Dort because it's so important to their identity.
Dort is like a deal breaker for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I took him out real quick.
But if you can
easily gonna get your jokes off, but he's gonna be the most expendable player. They're not gonna. Booker's kind of like their face of the franchise. He's kind of like
facts. No one's taking
fan interest is gonna Beal, bro. It is.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like. Yeah, that's the problem.
Game, man.
That's the problem. That is the problem. Bill looked lost out there. It's like he didn't know, like he lost his hooping powers. Like I don't know what was.
He went from the guy who had to, score 30 and cook for 38, 42 minutes a game, and now he's a terrible team to the third guy with two non-creating, ball handlers. It's a tough spot to be in.
And I also think, like I said, I do think not playing pressureless basketball for so long, and then you get thrown into a situation where it's like all the eyes are on you. You have KD there who brings enough media attention by himself.
It's an easier role, but it's still going to be a difficult change, regardless.
It's difficult. Like you going somewhere like they're trying to win now. We have no future. Like
we're used to players making that adjustment. I think we're so used to that kind of thing.
Easily.
Yeah, like
a lot of ring chasers. Even those guys weren't ring chasing who actually are playing some heavy minutes. Like they find out, they figure it out with these guys.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I do think players like Bill and Dame, especially Dame, get caught up in the whole the media with like get Dame, free Bill type shit. Listen, I think they were okay making their money, making your $30-40 million basketball contract, and then people like Dame who has stuff outside. I'm sure Bill does too. Is like sometimes players be okay with that. Like sometimes they come to grips with like, listen, I'm not going to win a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm making enough money where I can still compete. I may not win. We might make some noise, but I'm still making 40, 50. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so then it's like
when there's that much money in front of you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get so much media attention in your head, like free this person. Like, damn, do I need to leave? So it's like, maybe who knows if Bill actually wanted to leave DC? Like maybe he was comfortable being there. You know what I'm saying?
I had checked out.
It was a weird.
Whatever happened at that point.
Yeah, it was weird. Exactly. Like I'm not free Bill. I was like free Bill years ago, like to Milwaukee or something.
2018.
It lingered.
When he signed that extension, and then he signed another extension. It was a wrap.
Exactly.
It was that second one that made it tricky. Yes, everyone thought it was going to happen, and then he added like 3 more years on top of what was going to be like 1.5 left, and everyone was just
like Bill. It was like Bill don't give a damn. When he signed that second one, like that extension, like you said, it was like, nah. But yeah, I didn't want to talk too much about Phoenix, but it was just like, man, like when you actually zoom out on their situation, and like you said, people get their jokes off, but KD is the one you got to trade. That's the only one you really can. You're not gonna trade for KD, keep KD, and trade your franchise player who is Booker. You're not gonna do that. Like that's like the fans will lose their shit if you did some shit like that. Like
Booker's not going.
You will lose your fan. You will lose your fan base doing that. You can't do that whatsoever. So it's like, man, KD going back to OKC is fun. That's like some 2K shit, honestly.
He'll have interest. That's for sure.
He will
He'll have interest across the board.
He definitely will. Absolutely. So, but enough of them. We go to the series winners, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Man, we all picked them to win the series, but the sweep
is crazy.
Oof. Talk about it, Jonah. Talk about it. How you feeling? I know you just was on. I mean,
even when they played down, like the first half yesterday was awful, and they were still only down like 5, despite shooting terribly. I mean, the third quarters were huge for them. That's when they started getting serious, putting it together. They closed well. I mean, all the factors coming into the series of starting slow. I mean, they did start slow a lot too, and it still didn't really matter, which was crazy. No. But the turnovers were limited. Rudy was good offensively in 3 of the 4 games, and they figured it out in the last game. But, I mean, just the role player difference was crazy because there was a big...
Man.
Conley had a couple big games. Nikhil had a couple big games.
Nikhil. Yeah. I saw some stat that he was like number 2 all-time in plus-minus in the playoff series.
Oh, my God.
That was nuts.
Crazy. He was hooping, though. He was hooping.
Man, but Ant's turnaround from... I wasn't too worried because we saw in the Memphis series when he was 20 years old, putting up 30 a game, his first series ever. First game, he had like 35 or something. That was impressive enough. Last year against Denver, he was really impressive. So the pedigree was there, so I wasn't too worried. But still, you were a little worried because the performances earlier in the year. But like, even in his bad game when he had like 14, 15, he was still making so much better reads than he was in the first 2 games. He was making the right pass. He was dealing with pressure perfectly. They seem to have that set up just super well. He's making the skip pass. He had some crazy ass passes that just didn't get rewarded that you're not going to see because it's not an assist maybe, but just the adjustments there, comfortability. I mean, that's the leap that we kind of wanted from him. And it was super gradual as the season went, but to see it all click in the playoffs, that's always ideal.
Y'all have an animal. Y'all have an animal for in the playoffs. What I've noticed about Minnesota, and not like, of course, I'm not saying like they're about to win, and they could, but Minnesota is like kind of like built like how the Lakers were in 2020. Like you guys got rebounding and rim protection. Like
the rebounding advantage was crazy this series.
Listen,
it took advantage of those big men.
No,
just everybody.
God. Jesus Christ, you guys are so tall, so long. Yes, you pay for it. You need
even across the board. Like all the other, like even Mike Conley will get dirty and get those long rebounds. It's like those little things.
Y'all wanted it. Y'all wanted that
much.
shit. Y'all showed that shit. That y'all wanted it. Y'all wanted it. Like Phoenix never really looked like they wanted that. Like even if they did get past y'all, it's not like I don't feel like they really wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to even make a deep run. And it's like,
just all
and
felt
y'all abused them.
Talent-based wins, like Jonas said, it was a regular season team.
That's
they
all
were
it was.
Gonna get some wins, but
they weren't even doing that, so we knew they was in trouble.
Weren't even doing that. Yep.
Like you came and beat teams who came and practice for you. Now you got to go against a team that's solely game planning for you. They have nobody else to worry about. That's easy. Finch and them boys. Speaking of Finch, what was the diagnosis? Is he all right?
Torn patellar tendon.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Damn.
Never seen anything like it.
Nothing. The play before, Ant twisted his ankle up the sideline.
Ant twisted his ankle.
Yeah, he does.
He turns
like, what's going on here?
If you watch Wolves games, he's gone to the locker room like 20 times in his career and just came back. He looks like he's broken his ankle in half and he comes back out. I don't
understand with him and these ankles. You better talk to Curry and get that shit straightened out. Very dramatic. And then next play up the court, Conley into Finch. Oh my God. So is he gonna be able to coach? Is he getting surgery? Is he waiting to after the season?
A wheelchair like Buddy from the tournament a few years back?
I think his leg needs to be straightened out, which makes it tricky. So I think he might bend like a little stool turns. I don't know. It's gonna be a unique situation.
Would you say you gotta have him out there?
Worst case, he game plans behind the scenes and Mike Inori takes over and the memes were funny as hell though. People were saying get the little iPad on some wheels out there.
Yeah, can he be like an offensive coordinator in a press box or something? Yeah.
That's what I was saying too. Get him up with the headset on.
Something.
Do something. Get it right. Shit.
I don't know. It's not gonna matter a ton.
Draymond's a goofball.
Oh, what a clown.
Don't ever listen, Draymond. I be trying to have your back sometimes.
Who is clearly injured.
Shut the fuck up, Draymond. Oh my God. Tell me you gotta coach that. Are you crazy?
That's a player injury is one thing, but when it's like a 55-year-old man, this is just
coach.
Try to be a human a little bit, please. Come on,
dial it back. It's
not
always content.
Right.
Yeah, everything. Chill.
Yeah, exactly. Not always. Jesus Christ, but get well soon, Finchy. But man, y'all
like
moved
a week to.
Yeah, y'all moved on. Like, I know y'all want this Denver series to go a little bit longer. Just so y'all get some more rest, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully it does. At least one more game. At least hopefully the Lakers can win tonight. Give the Wolves some more rest, you know, and to going forward. But I think we all assume that it's going to be Denver, you know what I'm saying, the next round. I don't see no crazy shit like that. This stupid shit be going on Twitter. But how you feel like y'all match up against them? I feel like y'all games during the season was pretty good. Yeah,
years.
That's what I'm saying.
They've had some great games in the last couple of seasons.
Last year's series was amazing. 1 versus 8 was.
It wasn't as much of a meltdown as some of this Lakers series right now, but it had a lot of the same vibes of it being close for a long time. Not like the crazy lead. We didn't have the crazy lead like the Lakers have this series. That graphic is crazy, by the way.
Insane.
That they showed.
They should be whooping. They should be mad at themselves.
That was telling.
But
they've led damn near the whole time.
The whole time.
It's tough.
That's tough, boy, to be
the
down.
Wolves have made it competitive with them all the time. the matchups are fun because they put Cat on Jokic. He does a really good job with him for some reason. Every time he's in single coverage with Rudy, he absolutely just wants to be a scorer, which is hilarious. It's like Jokic wants to prove something.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. It's funny as hell because it's a significant difference of how badly he wants to score when Rudy is on the court against him.
It's a pride thing. I'm just happy that your
now
guy
I have to pay attention to this shit now. Now I have to pay attention to this shit.
Get Rudy helping off Aaron Gordon is always kind of the play there. Let the other things recover. I mean, last year we didn't have Jaden. We didn't have Nas. Jaden plays great against Jamal Murray for whatever reason. Nikhil played great against him last year. KCP might be all defense this year. I've seen a lot of people putting him in shouts there. Him and Ant is going to be fun. MPJ and the Conley thing scares the hell out of me because the size difference is crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy size difference.
And MPJ, you don't know what you're getting, but
that's going to be a fun
It's going to be a fun matchup.
That's going to be so much fun.
That's the season series.
That's going to be a lot of fun, for sure.
I think there was a couple injuries in there, but...
Yeah, I think so. I think Murray was down.
I just want some good hoops at this point.
Yeah,
I'm spoiled enough.
it.
I got my sweep. I got my season win.
You got a
series
sweep.
Win.
Oh my God, a sweep over a team that people was just saying like, "Oh my God, that's the best."
Denver's my final pick. So like, I enjoy
watching
them. I
go
respect
them anyway.
them. There's no hatred here, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna enjoy the hoop. Hope he gets some good games.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
I
mean, like you said, last year 1-8 already was, prime time. This year, both teams clicking even better. Momentum's going. It should be a really good series. I mean, we're assuming Denver makes it, either tonight or
I'm
Thursday.
assuming. I'm assuming that
if they blow a 3-0 lead, so be it.
Yeah,
so be it. Oh
First
man,
team never do it. Who knows?
Oh man,
probably not.
Oh God, don't even get me started. I would be ridiculous if that shit happened. But anyways, just real quick on Denver, LA, Lakers. We talked about it briefly. We know what's happening there. Denver's up 3-1. Lakers and Blue.
Score up there right now.
17-16 Lakers with 2:56 left in the first quarter.
Okay,
it's been the same script every game pretty much. Lakers lead at halftime. Denver take the game over late in the fourth quarter. Lakers lose. Didn't happen in the last game.
Third, early fourth.
Yeah, late third, early fourth.
They take it over.
They take it over. It's like that. I feel like it's like that. The last 8 games they've played has been like that. It seems like
that Jamal Murray winner game was
the
momentum push there. It could be 2-2. You could feel it, but it was still hard to believe in the moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
it could be 2-2, but not going to talk to. I don't know if y'all really want to talk about this. They did fall apart. I don't know if y'all want to talk about this shit too long. Like it's Denver Lakers. It ain't been that. It's been. I guess it's been exciting because who's in it, but it's like one of those. Just waiting for LA to shoot himself in the foot.
I've had a fun time watching it, even though you kind of know what the result's going to be, which has been fun.
Yeah.
You don't know what's the stupid shit's going to happen.
It's the kind of contrast of the Celtics Heat one, because you just kind of know the Celtics are going to get their job done. And
they are.
There's been some blowouts there, but this game's have been competitive, which has been fun to tune in for.
They have been. I will say that they have been.
They've been competitive, and you kind of just hope that LeBron might go off, AD might go off, and you might see something.
Yeah, that's the thing you're waiting.
Because that's the thing you're looking for.
Playoffs. You are absolutely right. Both of y'all are right because you just never know when you got that damn
Everyone's
star
had their
power
little moment.
Pretty much. So that game is going on right now. Game 5 in Denver. Now it's 22-18 Lakers. Under 2 minutes left. The other Western. Oh, my fault. Go ahead. You was gonna say something?
I was just gonna say the AD games where they wouldn't want to feed him in the fourth quarter were just rough to watch because he was cooking in some of those, and they.
Why would you do that?
Just got away from it.
Yeah, I don't understand why would you do such a thing like that. So
people are box score watching and yelling at him. It's like he's not touching the ball.
He
only do so much. Yeah, like
you settle that shit right there, Darvingham.
Yeah, I don't understand. Terrible. Like speaking of Darvingham, Zoe, how do you feel now? A year later, when you told me it ain't time to give up on him yet.
And even then, that was still early on in the season. By the end of the season, I understood
Man,
year 2,
I was
not
ready.
much better.
Oh, it's over with.
Like Jonas
and they
said,
already said
the last 2-3 episodes, every fan base hates their coach, but this one's deserved. This
dude is awful.
Made some bad plays.
This man is awful. Like I think everybody in the world knows. Yeah,
his roster is what it is, but exactly Dinwiddie playing. It's just a tough situation, and it's Lakers. It's amplified. You got to perform, and you're not performing.
It's high pressure.
Yeah, you can't. You have to be able to deal with that shit going to LA like that. So, the other Western Conference game series that's going on right now is OKC Pelican. What is it? OKC is a 3-0, right? Yeah, 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans is winning 73-70. Fourth quarter just started, so even if the Pelicans win, if the Pelicans do win, this is over than 5. Even if the Pelicans do win, but once again, I'm pissed that Zion is not in this series. It could have been a lot different. OKC probably still wins, but it probably goes a bit longer than 4 or 5.
You get to see, Chet and some of these guys against some more legit talent finally in a playoff series.
Yeah, OKC so got out of those jitters quick. That game 1 was a little iffy for them, but all their young guys got so comfortable as the series was going.
Comfy.
Just back to it's like regular season
second half. Yeah, by second half they were ready.
Comfy.
The Pelicans are who I'm looking at though, because they got some questions to ask here soon with some of their players. Because
blow it up.
Oh, Valanciunas got to go. I think it's time to try to move on from BI. BI, yes.
CJ's got to go.
Yeah. Do you just build around Zion and get pieces at this point?
Trey.
And Trey, Herb Jones. Herb.
All those guys they're kind of unique players, but at the same time, I feel like they're very easy to build around at the same time. You just need a better point guard, better center.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's it. It's time. It's time.
But the CJ shot making,
lack of shot making.
Oh my God, it's crazy because he was so good down the stretch for them. One of his best stretches of the season. Second playoffs come around,
gone.
Man, I don't know what it is. Does he get tired? I don't know what it is. Some people just can't.
Yo, this is the undersized.
You would have thought he was just the way he was at that one. Like I know it's just one game, but how he was against Duke, you'd have thought he was made for these type of, and he's not.
No, he's not.
Maybe his body get tired. Shit, that's a long season. Maybe some people just can't, endurance just can't deal with that. He can get the stamina to, who knows? I'm trying to figure out why this man is bad for the
but
it's time. Blow it up.
I know CJ McCollum's been really, really good, but being a lead scorer like that,
no, he can't.
At a 6'3" guard, like it's just tough.
Yeah,
he's not a lead athlete at all.
At all.
It's just a tough spot, and
he can shoot, but he don't have to clip like that to be like he's 6'3" and he's don't go crazy like that. Like
it's gonna be difficult shots. You're not gonna be getting anything easy.
No, ever. So it's like it's time to blow that shit up. Whenever this ends tonight or 5, whenever.
Ingram, I have a little more sympathy just because he is coming off the injury, and Lou Dort has been in his pocket. Like he is.
It is Lou Dort. It is Lou Dort.
Right
when
there.
When the refs allow Lou Dort to be physical, it's hard to do anything.
Good luck. Good luck when you got that bull guarding you all game.
And the shot diet pisses me off. He's gotten away from taking the threes. He loves the midi. It's the same kind of situation I have with the Phoenix players. It's a great trait to have, but if you just kind of become a weird version of being one-dimensional at a point. And if you can't catch rhythm there, it is ugly. It's
like you can't catch rhythm in that one spot. It's like I don't know. I told you like BI always you see all these other players that go off, go crazy, and BI just be right there doing his normal little 23,
18. Yep.
Yeah.
18,
24. He might go off for 38, but it's like man, it's like his game hasn't evolved. I don't know what it is. Like I don't want to hate on him against
those elite defenses, good teams.
Yeah, like his offensive scoring has not improved whatsoever. It seemed like since he went to New Orleans, it's like maybe a little bit it has, but it's not like what you thought. This is
responsibility has gone up, but his actual skill,
no, it hasn't.
It's not. Been pretty stagnant. what, 3-4 years
I like
now?
the playmaking, but if your shot's not falling, what's it gonna do?
If you're not taking the three because you want to, post up.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, though. Well, both of you guys, I'm with you guys. So it's time for them to make some change. Not a full blow up, but a blow up enough to where the guys we said got to go. It's time.
It's a comfortable position to be, but I don't like. Who's it? David Griffin there?
Is that who it is? Is that what it is there?
I don't know if he's gonna be comfortable doing all that, but you've kind of reached that.
Is anybody a free agent? That would make it even better, easier for them if somebody's a free agent.
But I don't think so. I think
that's even worse.
Steady across the board.
That's even worse.
CJ got like 2 years.
That's tough.
Valanciunas might be a free agent. He might have one left.
Let's go to that.
Really? You might be right about that. You might be right on that. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know, man. You definitely got to blow it up. It's like the same thing. And you got Alvarado. You got some pieces there that you got some stuff that you can still just add something.
The role players are fun.
The role players are nice. Yeah.
The role players with Zion, you get some people there. I don't know what free agency is going to be looking like. Free agency's not even the same no more. Those days are over with. Like those big names. That's just dead.
Every free agency, you got to come and approach it like it's their first time.
Yeah, that's
all over again.
Yeah, pretty much. But ain't too much more to say about this series. OKC's moving forward at some point tonight or Game 5.
Brandon Ingram is a free agent after next year. He has one more year under his deal, so he's going to be fully in extension talk too. And how much money is he going to want is going to drive a lot of that, I think.
Get something now. Pascal Siakam his ass.
If he wants something more than they're comfortable with, he's out of there.
Who will want BI? Simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we all know people's going to want him, but it's like, who? I don't even know where he will go to fit in.
I think he falls into a week 2, grade 3, that kind of tier.
He's going to have to wait till some of those top dominoes fall. Figure it out.
He's just a weird player.
Some place like Sacramento, they'll have some space, might be able to fit him in over there. They'll need some scoring punch.
After Harrison Barnes is gone?
Anything is better than HB right now.
I mean, he might get moved in that deal.
Him. What were they thinking? Resigning Harrison Barnes to that contract?
Hey, solid little vet role player.
What do they be doing? What do they be thinking? I be wanting to be in some of these GM. Like, man, I don't want to try to tell everybody how to do their job. Like
He not that bad, damn. Why both y'all look at me like that? The Saints.
He was not good this year. He was not enjoyable this year.
What is you talking about?
Yo, this year I wasn't watching the Kings like that, but generally speaking, in the past, you can speak good on Harrison Barnes.
No, man.
Part of it could be because the Kings, the drop off after your first 2 options. I mean, Keegan Murray's in that conversation, but he still had some growing pains this year.
Yeah.
So
they
could look to kind of get a guy like BI, but I mean, I think it's going to be once you see the dominoes kind of start falling, it's going to be.
It's like that.
He's not going to be this. He's not going to be this. Go ahead, my fault.
Yeah, like we know all and well about this with DeMar. Like you don't take the 3. You're a mid-range type of guy. Do you affect winning like that? Not really.
No.
Where do you fit? And how much money do you want?
It's tough with the scores that.
What are you making now? Like 25, 28?
Don't have a ton away from
like 30.
What they do like that. Just kind of those more 30. One-dimensional kind of archetypes.
Yeah, like he's going to go get his 18 to 22, whatever, but does it fit with the game plan? Does it fit with the scheme? Does it fit with efficiency?
I really wonder what
he has 2 more years under contract. He's under contract till he's 35.
2, yeah.
Good Lord.
David Griffin needs to be fired. BI is making $36 million.
Damn. That's going to come down.
Valanciunas has 1 more year left.
No, they're not blowing this shit up, fam. They gotta be
Valanciunas to Memphis
by February. Back to Memphis.
Send him back.
Send him back to Memphis. They need a big.
Send him back to Toronto.
I don't know. They'll figure it out.
Back.
All right, enough of them, man. They're not even in the playoffs. Enough of them. On to the last fun. One of the most, I want to say it might be the most fun series so far. Back to back and forth wise, the Mavericks and the Clippers. Hey, real quick. If you're James Harden, why would you go back to the Clippers when you know Kawhi's knees are toast? Kawhi knees are toast. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi,
who's paying the most.
Asking for the mental brain process of decision making with James Harden's career that's a big question.
That is true.
I don't think he even knows.
He doesn't.
That's like don't question rap lyrics. We just go with it.
You're funny as hell.
Keep it moving.
This has been a fun series. The shot mount. Yesterday's game, man, Harden put on a masterclass. You got Kyrie doing shit. You got Paul George doing shit. You got Luka doing
shot in the corner was special.
My God. Special.
Smooth.
Special. Smooth.
Yeah, I saw a quote tweet. They're like, I understand why this is some people's GOAT. I don't care anymore.
Like, this is why people be upset with Paul George. Because the shit what he was doing yesterday. But then he'll disappear for like 3 games. Like, what are you doing?
Long cross into a meeting.
Yeah.
Looks good. But
like his little gather into the corner was amazing. Like, but this series has been a lot of fun. Like, I've watched a lot of this series. Like, it's been back and forth. No lead is safe. I don't give a damn if you up by 30.
You gotta keep watching.
No lead is safe in this series. No lead. None whatsoever.
The structure for the Clippers was frustrating for a while because it was just freelance.
Yeah.
It worked in the end because Harden was cooking everyone. It didn't matter who it was. I mean, Luka was easy because he had 5 fouls and Luka on ball defense. You never know what you're getting. PJ Washington was in the blender. He was
blender.
He was trying. He was
struggling.
Blender. You can't.
The Harden floater coming back though was fun to see. I think I saw a stat that he had. Don't quote me on it, but I think it was like 10 to 20 floaters all season. I think he had 5 in clutch time alone in that game.
He spammed that shit. He was spamming that.
Hey, the bag,
spamming it.
The bag is deep. It's there.
Man, that was fun. Yesterday's game was a lot of fun. This shit probably will still go 7, even if Kawhi don't play the rest of the series or play one more game.
Don't play Kawhi unless he's healthy.
Yeah, don't touch him. Don't even make them.
We've seen what it has done. It's been evident when he's been in that game 3 when he played, he was not himself, and they did not look good.
Yep, it throws off the rhythm. Just go with your healthy 5 right now.
Yeah, they don't work. Let him get healthy. I don't know, man. Kawhi,
slide him back in, but
Kawhi.
If you go down 3-2, you talk about it, but until he's healthy, I feel you. He does not look good. This shit
is like clockwork with Kawhi, man. Like his knees be like, it's playoff time. It's playoff time. Fuck it.
You get the regular season games and the playoffs come down, but then he rests, and it's like, why are you doing that? And then he might. It's like the same thing with the Embiid situation. It's impossible to gauge. It seems like.
Oh, it is. It is. It's very impossible to gauge because you just never know when they're going to play. Because I already thought Kawhi was healthy, and then
I thought so too.
It was weird end of the year.
Yeah, like, and all of a sudden, like, tomorrow, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, so again, man, I feel the Clippers have tied their future to Kawhi. So I don't know what's going on with that, but for the people that are playing in this series, this shit's been fun. The back and forth.
The Russell Westbrook experience is one of a kind.
Yeah.
Hey, anytime he makes a 3, I'm happy.
You don't know what you're getting. Any possession.
No, you don't. Ever. No, you don't. Not with him, but it's been fun. I wonder what he's going to do in the summer, too. Is he a free agent? I don't know.
He might have a player. He might have a player option. I'm unsure.
Oh, he gonna stay. He's done. He's not leaving LA.
He's happy.
Yeah, he not living in Cali. Yeah, he should just stay there. Ride that shit out, my boy. Ride it out. On to the east. On the east side of the bracket. Did we talk about anybody in the east yet? No, we didn't. We started with you guys. Well, tonight we have Boston play Miami in game 4. They won 102-88. They 3-1. I mean, I didn't watch. I would tell you right now, I watched 0 of this game.
I watched a little bit.
I had no.
Derek White went crazy.
I was seeing the updates about that.
Go off. That was kind of wild.
I was definitely seeing those updates, but
Porzingis went down.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. I didn't see exactly what it was, but I saw he went back.
General calf injury.
What
it was a weird
awkward
play. He was going into like a handoff, and then he just started walking funny. So
they sit him, take care of business, sit him.
Okay,
that's all you can do.
Yeah, this series over with. I don't have too much else to say about it. Series over.
It was just White weird.
Dunked on Bam, like he really went off.
I did. I had to check that out. We did say, even though it happened in Game 2, so you did say Miami was going to get that one win. It definitely only just happened in Boston instead of actually happening in Miami. But
that this shit should in 5 vibes.
Yeah, I think this shit should be over. Whatever next game is. What is that? Wednesday. Next time they play.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday. I think this shit should be over. So
it was just weird game to game. The shooting, the 3-point shooting kind of gauged everything. It almost seemed like.
You know, Boston, Miami series always have some weird shit going on, but this shit should really be over with.
Miami games they're their own category.
Yeah, it's absolutely. A game that's like, there's really, I mean, even if Jimmy's in there, it's going to be a tough one to watch, period. So.
Anyway, you got no Jimmy, you got no Terry Rozier, so it's over with. You're not going to get
Tyler
these
Hero
guys can't lead them.
The question.
Yes. You had your spectacular game on the road in Game 2. I can't see you doing that. I can't see him doing that again. I'm pretty sure Boston knows them dudes cannot shoot like that again. So that's over with. So, who else we had? This Philly and Knick series. That shit's been fun. There's been a lot of drama with the NBA.
Way too much.
Yeah,
way too much drama.
So much drama. MB big ass is trying to, instead of just hooping, he's trying to get the foul. It's really gonna be embarrassing.
It's throwing a whole lot of shade on his season that he was having.
Yeah,
the talk that we were having about him, his career. Just why would you go and do all this coming off injury? People are watching you anyways. Just go out there and play, bro. No extra shit.
Embarrassing. It's been really embarrassing.
His knee barely works. Side of his face is barely working. Like it is just.
He got cerebral. What's it called? Cerebral palsy.
Bell's palsy.
That's crazy.
Bell's palsy.
That's crazy.
Cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
Bell's palsy.
Big difference.
I had that. Yeah, it is big difference. I've had Bell's palsy. It's not fun, but it's definitely not cerebral palsy. It's the wrong damn thing, but Bell's palsy. Bell's palsy. And Woj is nasty for that tweet, by the way. He's super nasty.
He wanted to keep it private, and I'm tweeting this right now.
Then shut Yep.
All right, man.
Come on, Woj. But anyways, so it's definitely changing our conversation on Embiid. This has been some just the antics, like you said, Jonah. It's been horrendous.
There's just like a human concern with me for him. Like, is he okay?
Yeah, like damn, you got conditions going on with your face, your knee messed up.
What's going on upstairs is making you pull this Draymond type shit, bro?
Yeah,
it was all good.
Daryl Morey teams.
Oh, he never does that. Damn. Is he borderline? Is he borderline dirty?
I don't think he's dirty. Before this, I didn't think he was dirty before this.
Me either. I never
thought he plays throughout his career, but who doesn't?
Yeah,
it's hard to overanalyze, and it gets kind of.
Yeah, I'm not going to do all that.
It's subjective.
In real time, it's just nasty.
He plays physical,
yeah.
You're gonna hate it more when it's against your team. You know,
absolutely every time. Yeah, when it's against your team, you don't like shit. What's going on? Even if you like that player, you don't like what's happening at all. So, but man, y'all think Knick's gonna close this shit out on tomorrow night at the Garden?
Yeah,
I think we will too.
That win was everything for them. The difference between a 2-2 series and a 3-1 series here, I was feeling pretty much decided the series right there.
Yeah.
And like you said, like the antics were there, the drama with Brunson and Embiid and them going at it. Mm-hmm. And Brunson just, again, stepped into that spotlight. He wants that shine. And
put the backpack on.
Knick's playoff record, 47. Might break it again. Who fucking knows?
Hey, no, it's crazy. That's crazy when you think about a franchise like the Knicks. Like, that's the franchise playoff record. Like, damn. Like, Ewing never got 50 points in a playoff game. That's insane. When you actually think about it. Or Melo never got 50. But people was like, Brunson got more Knick playoff moments than Melo. And I had to think about, like, damn. What is Melo, like, defining Knick
a
playoff moment? I don't know. Every moment I thought about from playoffs, he's with Denver. Now, everyone I thought about when I saw that question, I'm like, damn, they might be right. With all due
respect, Melo doesn't have many playoff moments, period.
As a Knick, yeah, I mean, especially as a Knick.
Especially as a Knick.
In the background.
Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. And especially as a Knick, when he had to go against the Heats of the world and the Bostons and the Pacers, so you're not gonna have too many. Well, you should, but you was getting bounced out. But
he went through some drama up there too.
He did. Yeah, it was a lot happening. Tough time, real tough time. But you know what? I thought this next series was gonna be boring, and then it kind of being kind of fun. But Orlando versus the Cavs, and this shit is tied 2-2, man. Orlando can fuck around,
gross, but it's interesting.
Orlando can fuck around and win this.
It's gross,
Orlando
boy.
Magic.
Ooh, it's a
Magic.
Hey.
Orlando Magic.
That should be getting in my head all day.
All day, just walking around for no reason.
Simple.
Very simple. It's very nasty hoops, like you said, Jonah.
Yeah, the Cavs, last year, we saw them, break down in the playoffs with their offense, and we've seen it again this year sometimes,
yes.
Especially these last two games. Maybe the Magic, those first two games, were just trying to figure out how to play in the playoffs.
They've been good defensively.
It's picked up. So going forward, I really do think Orlando could fuck around and win.
Yes, man.
It'd be cool for them.
It would be cool. Oh, I would love it.
Right.
I would love it. It would be fun. Will they get their? You know what? It would just be fun to see them. Boston need to see Boston versus Orlando. It's gonna be a team who know people are not picking them to win this series. They're gonna play hard. They have no pressure. Nothing going against them. Get swept. We're not gonna bet an eye if they get swept. Oh my God.
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep one. Look at this man here. You are podding. My sir. You are podding. That's what you're doing. You're stirring the pot.
Swaps out.
Right.
Swaps out, yep.
But I do think Orlando can pull this shit off, man. And it would be fun to see them, like I said, go against Boston because they're gonna play hard regardless. And if they get swept, we're not gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna care if they get swept by Boston. So
they just know what to work on going into next season.
Yeah, I just don't want. I don't want to see Cleveland. I don't think me seeing Cleveland in the next round does anything for next season. I think this team has a ceiling. They already hit a ceiling. What it can do.
4th seed.
Even if they win this series, which they could because it's tied 2-2, like you said, 4th seed, max 3rd seed, but actually going past the 2nd round, I think this team has hit their ceiling of what it can do. The way it's constructed, in my opinion.
The shot making is
not there. You need shot making.
Darius Garland, I love you, but oh my God, it has been a bad series for him.
It's been super tough.
Is brutal.
The 2-guard lineup, the 2 big lineup, you gotta spread it out. You gotta find some shooting.
You can't have. My fault, man. I'm sorry.
I want Evan Mobley in a different city next year. I know it's not going to happen, but just
Jared Allen's staying because he is
Jared Allen.
He is super underrated to me. He does all types of good stuff.
He does. I think
something's got to change. We think Donovan's going to leave too. New York, Miami, wherever.
The Donovan noise is going to be crazy if they lose in the first round.
Absolutely nuts. You can't have a 2 big lineup. And not like Minnesota, they got a 2 big lineup, but at least one of them can stretch the floor. Really stretch the floor. Neither one of those bigs for Cleveland is stretching the floor. So it's like it makes everything compact.
He can shoot a little bit, but he's not They're not.
Yeah, he's not doing like Cat. Yeah, he's not stretching like Cat.
This dude. Yeah,
it's a respect thing too. Like they're on Cat on the arc.
Yeah, you can't. So now, so now Mitchell has even less room to really operate. He's not a 3-point threat like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he needs to operate from that elbow in a lot more. But when you have somebody who can't even stretch the floor, now you just shrunk the floor. So it's like it's just bad basketball over there in Cleveland. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Like you said, it's gonna be some strong, hard conversation to be had if they lose this series in the first round.
It's kind of similar as the Pelicans too. Like you have a lot of good pieces, they're just not really working. You might have to retool a little bit. It's not like ideal considering they made a big trade, and I mean people are pulling up the receipts of this trade too. I mean they gave up Markkanen, who has been an all-star and like a top 30 player in the league.
And the three big lineup was working back then.
That was crazy. That was a time.
Hey, I couldn't believe they pulled that shit off. I was never a big fan of Mitchell ever. So it's like I've always been like
when it's a 6'1" shooting guard.
Yeah, I'm not.
He needs to be the smallest player on the court.
Yeah. Exactly, 100%. And he can't be a primary ball handler.
Like
could, but you can find better.
That whole people can't be talking about superstar stuff. That's why you can't throw that word around. And real quick update: OKC is up 96-89 with 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So that is all but over with. Yeah, it's all but over there.
Pelicans Twitter. What do you got for me tonight?
Ooh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this.
Active.
This is gonna be a fun night.
They've already been. Fun. I mean, that fan base kind of accepted their fate when Zion went out, so I'm sure they're ahead of speed. But
I saw Zach LaVine for CJ McCollum trades worked out somehow. I don't even want to go back to
Who does that benefit?
I don't even want to go back to that.
Nobody. Zach LaVine does play basketball. I forgot about that. It's been so long.
He does.
Anyways, I don't want to get off track. We was talking about Mitchell. Yeah, especially not talking about them. We was talking about Mitchell, but I don't even know where he would go. Why would he go to the Knicks? Why would they even trade for him when you got Brunson? What does that do
for years?
Yeah, but what was that?
Like the fit of him and Brunson a ton.
Yeah,
anyway,
leave that alone. Yeah, leave that alone. Cleveland, I don't know what they're going to do.
The smallest player on the court, though. Like, I trust his playmaking enough, and you have to look at the context too of the situation. Like we said, it's not really ideal with the offense, kind of how it's schemed out. It's impressive they made it this far with how many issues they've had along the way.
Absolutely.
It sucks that the injuries kind of derailed their whole season because they were cooking like mid-season there. Even Donovan too. Donovan's knee injury.
No, they were.
He was on a heater.
Was down.
Y'all was putting me on because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, y'all was making me peep. I wasn't believing. Y'all was making me peep though. I just don't like Cleveland. I think it's Mitchell. Never like even when he was with Utah, it's definitely a Mitchell thing. I will admit it is.
It's a personnel thing. It's just the team makeup is not enticing.
No, it's not. It definitely isn't. But I would love
like
to see
a 5-way trade with all these playoff teams that need to switch it up.
Watch. You don't jump on the carousel.
We fuck around have a fun summer.
Hop on different cities.
I have a fun time with this off season shit, but
get your timeshares worked out.
Right. Now Orlando, they just need to just add some shit. Win or lose this series, whenever they do lose, just improve. See what you got to add on to it. Go from there. Shooting. Goddamn it, shooting.
They got a lot. Yeah, they got a lot of guards, but not a lot of shooting.
Yeah, like
it's not really a rumor, but some people have been saying Anthony Simons might be a good fit there because they needed
more guards.
Hey, it's better than
they need some scoring. I'm not against it.
And I saw
Zach
I like
that too.
I think Jalen Suggs is that off-ball second. If he's a secondary ball handler and his shooting is good enough to where if he's a pass away, you can be comfortable with it. I think they can fit another point guard in. But you're looking at like the Cole Anthony, Markel's out of there for sure. I think
he's got to go.
But they got to figure out. It's the trickiest time for those young teams is when you take that leap that year after. You got to start making some big decisions because that clock starts ticking. So
that is true. Now I'm intrigued. I don't know I know you're probably trolling, Zoe, but Zach LaVine to Orlando. How would you pull that off? I didn't know this real quick. I didn't know.
Joe Ingles. Who else was in there? It was not a good look. And again, they got the cap space so they can take on the money.
Yes.
That seems like
so it wasn't hard to work out, but it was bad.
If the Bulls give them us for nothing, we'll take it.
Shit. Hold up.
If the Bulls give them us him for not much, we can make it work. But if they have to move some assets, it's...
Hey, but I think LaVine in Orlando with Ben Carroll will be nice, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hypothetically, yes.
Yeah, hypothetically. Yeah. But I don't know if it actually will work.
I think a big part of it, too, is if you think of where LaVine would actually fit, your list is slim. So
it is true. He has really...
very slim.
Very, very, very slim. Very, very slim. Man, it seemed like so long since the last time we've seen him play a game of basketball.
Joe Ingles, Anthony Black, Jet Howard, and a future first for Zach LaVine.
I'm mad they took Anthony Black last year. It's like you just did not need that archetype.
You really didn't, and I don't want him either. But that was the package that was getting floated around. I heard it on some podcast for the Bulls.
They got young. It doesn't have to be a big move for them too. They got young players to move. You keep your core of Franz, Wendell, Suggs.
Mm-hmm. Wendell, man, what a career for him! Yep. What a career.
Jamal Mosley knows what to do.
Yeah, weird ass career. Yeah. Anyway, last series, this damn Bucks Pacers series. I don't even know if Giannis and Dame was ever going to play again. If not,
they're both doubtful for next game.
Over with. Does it end in game 5 or does it go to...
Giannis was 4 weeks from the jump.
Minimum. I hope for the Bucks' sake that they can just flush it and get it moving to the offseason because
get it done.
This has been a horrendous,
even though they've had their decisions.
Year. Yeah, this has
I want to see Andre Jackson get up 20 shots.
That's crazy.
Hey,
let's limit that 10.
It's a wrap. People are talking about Donovan and Dame racing to Miami, first team to lose.
There's gonna be the Dame Miami dialogue is still crazy. It's
a 1 year and it's already. I
believe Brook Lopez is a free agent this offseason.
Is Dame showing he's not a needle mover?
It's hard to gauge because 1, he's past his prime. 2, the usage wasn't right. 3, he was injured.
I do think that first point, Joni, you said, past his prime. I think that's the point. I think that's one thing people are missing. All of this with Dame. Dame is not the Dame we saw 2 years ago.
Who knocked off OKC back then?
3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He's been having an injury. His
Paul
last
George
year
was in an OKC jersey.
Yes,
how long
he
ago
was.
That was.
That's crazy. And Russ was there. Was Melo there too? Oh my God! Right.
Shit, he might have.
He might have been.
He might have been there
next year.
But even like Dame was hurt the first year. I mean, for his last year with Portland, he was hurt. He didn't play like the last so many damn games with Portland. So it's like he's past his prime.
He's a good minute.
He's been getting hurt. So it's like that's the one thing I don't hear a lot of people talk about, Jonah. You brought it up, is his prime. He's past it. So it's like he's not going to be always doing the same thing we're so used to him doing. So I don't know, man. You got to flush this season big time because this shit's over with.
The Bucks, like, on paper, their role players are solid, but I just don't know how good they would really be if they were fully healthy, too.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's another one of those windows that just closed. Like, those guys got old. Brook is old. Giannis put on some years. Chris was hurt, got old. Drew's gone. Now you got Dame, who's old.
Yep.
You got to have
coaching
the luck
change.
of...
It's just...
Yeah, coaching change in the middle of the
easy.
season.
It's difficult to keep. That's why I think we have our eyes on Denver, is because they actually have younger, like, all these players are under 30 still, all their core players. Yep. But when you looked at Milwaukee, even when they won, I mean, Giannis was still pretty, he wasn't old, 27? But I mean, he was in his prime. Drew was getting towards 30s. Chris was getting there. Brook was already in his 30s. you kind of had to make some really good moves for it to all work out.
Absolutely.
And
they did not.
Yeah, so
they didn't hit really well in the draft in those spots they did late in the first.
Mm-hmm.
Free agency is what it is.
Drafted and developed as role players.
Nobody.
Marjon Beauchamp, what did he regress this year? Most likely.
AJ Green has been their best story, and I think he was undrafted.
The Bucks, the Bucks they got a lot of things to figure out this summer. It's probably good that this is going to end pretty fast, so they have time to figure shit out. I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done competing yet, but if they don't figure something out this summer, I think they can really kill that window. If they don't figure out something and get real concrete with something. So I don't know, it's gonna be interesting with them. But Indiana, it was gonna be hard for Milwaukee to beat Indiana, even if they were playing. Just be honest. They had battles even throughout the season. Yeah, it was going to be
get a couple crazy shooting games alone. That was going to keep them in a series, even if they weren't playing that well.
Exactly. So it's like it was going to be difficult regardless in the first place. So now with them both being out, this should be over.
Yeah, that Friday night game where was it double overtime?
Crazy.
Like that was a battle.
Middleton.
And
it was.
Middleton,
it was about.
Middleton put up his best game.
He's been hooping these last 2 games.
Like
he's just doing all he can, and it's still
all he can.
Enough.
Yeah, so now it's like you gave all your punches in that game 4. So now it's like, do you have anything left without your two-headed monster going into game 5? I really don't think they do. I think this is going to end up being a blowout in game 5. I think it's really just going to be done tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to a Knicks Pacers second round matchup. I think that's just going to be a lot of fucking fun. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
I think I still lean Knicks, but I think the Pacers are going to make it a really good series.
Yes.
I'm rolling with the Knicks on that one. OG's been so active. I think he puts the job on Pascal, limits that up.
Ooh, that's a fun little storyline.
I wonder how much
that'd be nice.
It is. I forgot about that. I wonder how much Indiana playoff tickets cost.
I can't imagine it's anything crazy.
A quick drive to Indianapolis for a Knicks Pacers playoff game? Oh, the fuck on. I gotta check that out. You gotta get there first.
Hold up. Game 5, Pacers and Bucks is only $29 to get in right now.
Get the
damn.
Shut up.
And if we wanted to go to the Pelicans tonight, it was only $7.
Just to get in the building?
Just to get in the building.
Dog. That's a price I would never see here.
Story, man.
I would never see that price here. Never.
Hell nah. Never.
A playoff
tickets are. That's a lot.
Man.
Don't even get started on Knicks Philly. That's not $500 attached to that to get in.
Yeah, you already know Knicks Philly. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. But I'm gonna check
that's
it
why
out.
there's so many Knicks fans there. They got it.
They definitely do.
I guess.
Quickly drive. Let's see, man. Enough of them playoff series, man. After the first weekend, all the blowouts, the playoffs have turned out to be very, very good. It's been some fun basketball. Some really, really fun basketball.
The close games have been like.
I've been locked in.
This is what you want to see from the playoffs.
Finally.
Yes.
Finally.
But
yeah.
I would leave with the duds if we have those kind of crazy outcomes mixed in.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, even
because blowouts will happen. Blowouts happen.
Yeah,
it just happens.
Even with the blowouts, like I said, with watching LeBron and AD, watching them, maybe they go off, but like maybe Luka goes off, maybe Kyrie snaps. When they're down,
just
never know. So you still gonna watch. But them close ones, that's when you get the popcorn bowl out. You just sitting there taking it all in.
The script is going on again. The Lakers are up 53-50 at halftime. Dog,
damn.
This shit is not like. Come on, man. Like, how is this happening? How?
Right, I don't
think I've ever seen anything like this for my life. Have y'all?
All right,
I've never seen no shit like this.
At what point does Denver turn it up and take the lead and close it out?
Third quarter is when they start to wake up. But
yeah,
I'm about to say end of the third.
I wish I was. I would have a better if I was able to like see what happened in the first half, like actually how it was going on,
get
like
a feel for it.
Yeah, but
especially in the playoffs, you need that.
Yeah, you do. I'm gonna go with since I have been seeing what the score been doing back and forth. I'm gonna go with the Lakers pull it out, and they're gonna force a game 6.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought I said that? Who would have thought? But at this point, seriously
more rest
though,
for us.
we need more rest for the Timberwolves. That's what we need. We need more rest for the Timberwolves. That's what we need.
I need Denver to go ahead and click and finish this out because just in case they're in town and I'm in town, I'm gonna try to go.
I hear that. I forgot you are going to Denver.
Get game 1 or 2. Might work
they got
out.
A good atmosphere going over there.
It is. Are you going for pleasure or are you going for work or both?
No, me and a couple of guys just going to hang out for a weekend.
There you go. Chill. There you go, my man. Go up there and touch Jesus, okay, for me. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
They said by the time I'm ready to go, I'm finally going to get adjusted to breathe. I'm like, oh, yes. Perfect.
Have you ever? Is this your first time going? Now, I will tell you, it does hit you, especially when you're walking. They do have like water spots for you because when you walk, it hits you hard. Like when you're walking, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm out of shape. Yeah, it will. Yes, it's gonna hit you. I can't wait to get your update when you come back. I cannot wait for this. Denver's nice though. Denver's nice. Get it there. Get your walk in.
Good time. Weather looks good. Going hiking a little bit.
Yo, hiking. Hey, catch your Rockies game if they're in town. They suck. Tickets should be like $2.
They out of town.
Oh, they out of town.
They out of town.
Shit.
Yep.
Tickets probably 50 cents.
Some crowds there. They get some crowds.
They do get some crowds.
Competent ass owners.
They do. They do get some crowds, but nice
stadium. Sold out to watch some terrible baseball.
Terrible.
Some bad baseball. Some really
awful
bad.
baseball. Real bad. Really bad baseball. But man, enjoy that shit out there. But man, we had some awards that came out this week. Before we get up out of here, we had Coach of the Year, Most Improved, and Six Man.
Clutch Player 2.
We had Clutch Player was announced too. I missed that. We'll talk about that because I don't know who won, so we get there. Coach of the Year, I missed the finalists. I should have pulled it up. That's my fault.
Finalists were Daigneault of OKC, Jamal Mosley of Orlando, and Chris Finch of Minnesota.
Oh, shit. How you say the last name for OKC again?
Daigneault.
He's the winner. He was the winner of the Coach of the Year.
It was 89 first place votes out of 100.
Okay.
Him getting it was like, hey, I get it. I think any other year Finchie might get it, but when you got like OKC and them end up getting the first seed, it was like
you can go down the list. Jamal Mosley, deserving. Chris Finch, deserving. Joe Mazzulla, deserving. Tibbs, deserving. Spo, deserving. Ime, even deserving.
I was about to
deserving.
It was a lot. No, it was a lot. It was a lot. It's at some point you gotta like be real finicky how you gonna do it. So
there
at
were a lot
that point,
of good coaching jobs this year in general.
No, it was a lot of good coaching this year. When you really look at it, if you actually watch games, there was some good coaching going on. So shout out to Mark.
Yeah, some of these jumps, like Jamal Mosley, that's the one for me. Like we saw Orlando maybe in the play-in, maybe end of that, but fifth seed. Now they're tied up with the 4th seed. Like that's a big.
Nobody saw that.
Have all your young players know their roles and play it too.
Nobody saw that.
What they could be.
Yeah,
but
Jamal, shout out to him. Shout out to that man because
he got
for Orlando to be tied. Yeah, like if Orlando, them being tied right now with Cleveland is just like damn. Like we said, just not having to be in a play-in for Orlando is just a crazy accomplishment right there.
Skip the play-in completely.
Yeah,
just can't complain about that.
Like skip the entire thing. Like
what?
You weren't even battling. You was trying to get to the 4th seed. You weren't even thinking about the 6th seed no more.
No gradual growth.
None. Like
we had Goga in there. We're still rolling.
Man, like
busy.
just rolling. But shout out to Mark Daigneault. He had them boys hooping. They still hooping. So they'll be moving on to the second round to face
Dallas or
Magic.
LA.
Yeah, Dallas. Yeah, we go. Dallas or the Clippers. So that should be fun no matter who they're gonna face. But 6th man of the year, your boy Nas Reed. Now, if y'all don't know, if you haven't been paying attention, Zoe.
No, hold on. Let's talk about Nas first.
All right, okay.
Go talk about Nas first.
Nas is really deserving. Go ahead, John. Talk about your mans. Go ahead. I know you got something to say about him.
I mean, he shot like 40% from three, and
that's crazy.
He just was the spark plug. I mean,
yes. And
he did what he needed to do, shooting, driving, better defense.
He had a crazy ass block yesterday.
He did.
I'm nuts. A crazy ass block.
Between really tapping into the T-Wolves and Nas being on my fantasy team, like he had a year that deserves some recognition. So I'm glad he got something.
Your ass was doing fantasy basketball like a crackhead. And you're still going. Shout out to you for still be going. Are you done?
Nah, it's done. Fourth place.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, you still made it. You still made a whole season. Yeah. Like, shout out to you. But go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, Nas held it down. The growth and the skills. Like, we saw him do everything this year. So, like I said, well deserved. Glad he got something.
It was a close finish. So we had 45 first place votes for Nas, 43 for Malik Monk, 39 second place votes for Malik Monk, 39 for Nas, 10 third place for Nas, 10 for Monk. So the first place votes were the only deciding factor.
Like, that's crazy.
Man, I really thought
first place votes.
I thought Monk was going to win. I thought
Monk was going to win. And all right, for the people that don't know, I had a parlay going from the beginning of the year. The little league pass FanDuel. I put a little futures bet in. 2x3 for Wemby to win Rookie of the Year. Malik Monk for 6 man. I had like Cade winning Most Improved through a shot. Mm-hmm. I needed 2 of them to hit. And all year Malik Monk was
hooping.
Just hooping. Took the early lead, was a front runner the whole time, and then once he got injured, and it's not like Nas wasn't hooping all year too. But it was just a couple extra weeks of shine where Nas was killing. And like I said, 2 people who were well deserved. The votes show it. So not mad at it
for sure, absolutely.
10-point difference between it.
Yeah, a couple $100.
You can't. Shout out to Nas for that. For that 6 man of the year, well deserved.
Can we talk about someone put a Bojan Bogdanovic vote, which is hilarious because he was a starter the whole year with the Pistons, because I think they meant to click on the other Bogdanovic on the Hawks, who was a 6 man.
That's funny.
Oh God, so unserious sometimes. Come on, guys.
NBA's hilarious.
This affects contracts. Let's take it serious.
It does.
Jose Alvarado got a second place vote. It's just I love seeing the weird voting.
Stop it. Most improved player goes to Tyrese Maxey, well deserved. The other
is it
because you got Kobe in there.
Not even okay. Even if Kobe was in second place, this goes into the same year as like Ja Morant winning Most Improved, where you just came off a year where you scored.
He did have a
points.
good year.
It's an expected leap.
Better year.
Did people expect Tyrese Maxey to take this leap, or did people expect Kobe White to take this leap?
Exactly. Kobe White, 10 points improvement. Assists went up by like 3 points something. Numbers all went up across the board. Yeah, it's because, some injuries went down, but still, he stepped into it and he performed. And he deserves some recognition too, but it's not like Tyrese wasn't hooping too. But again, that stipulation where he already had a good year.
No, you're right about that.
Johnson did get injured, he would have won. I think Jalen Johnson would have had it if he met the game requirement, because
honestly, he took off.
He made the real leap. He made the Most Improved leap. Some years there aren't great criteria because it's kind of a unique award, but I hate when they just give it to a guy that goes from a great young player to an all-star or something like that.
No, you're right about that, because you do got to have a stipulation.
Especially Harden was out the door too. It's like we kind of expected him to take that jump. And he did.
No, you're right about that. But y'all right. Now I see everybody's gripe arguing even more now about Kobe and this in the Maxey thing. Like, y'all do make sense. I didn't even think about that. It is kind of like the same thing with Ja. When Ja won, y'all are right about that. Like, it's definitely the same thing. And like you said, we kind of expected Maxey to take some type of leap when you don't even have a whole nother player like Harden not there no more. So, hey, I'm with y'all now.
Usage.
It makes sense. No, it definitely makes sense. I don't. Y'all mentioned the Clutch Award. I don't even know who won.
Yeah, Clutch Player of the Year went to Stephen Curry.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Second place was DeMar DeRozan.
Hilarious.
So now this is what I'm, stumped on because DeMar led the NBA in fourth quarter scoring. Steph Curry was like fifth. We talking how many games each team was in a clutch game.
Curry's name on it.
You can look at those numbers too, but I know it's Curry's name on it.
Yeah, Curry's name is
it was the efficiency. The efficiency where Curry this year was like historic.
All right.
So you give
and it's kind of funny because neither team made the playoffs, which is kind of the name of it all.
Who's clutch? Who's clutch? Yeah.
He was clutch and then not even in the playoffs. Like in the play-in.
Two lottery teams.
Steph had 298 points, DeMar had 272, and Shea was 160. So,
damn.
I don't think people are griping over that kind of award too.
No, I don't.
It's kind of like
that's why I didn't even know it was
like.
I didn't even know it got announced. Shit,
that's fairly new. It's like what 2-3 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about right. Just giving out awards, just making shit up. Just Just give some more, find more ways you can put more money on your contract.
So we're gonna, so we're gonna stretch this.
Stretch it out.
This out in a halftime block.
No other awards were announced, right? When are gonna start doing like that?
The major ones we still don't really know yet. They haven't announced. I saw they announced some kind of like like the teammate of the year one, like the sportsmanship awards, things like that. Where
those
it's
are cool. I ain't gonna say oh my god, but
it's a good honor for the players, but the fans don't really care.
We don't give a shit about it.
And I believe most of those are voted on by their peers, so it's kind of like a cool honor from your fellow players. Yeah, but like it's not that big of a deal to fans.
Nah.
Mike Conley is like go to the sportsmanship award. Though. Oh yeah, he's got like 4 of them.
Man, don't even forget. I almost forgot about this, man. Man, shout out to Candace Parker. After retiring, oh my god, don't let me. Oh my god, I can now do that. Shout out to her for an amazing WNBA career. 16 years, just from following her in college at Tennessee, here in high school.
Accolades.
Man, just me and the guys in high school driving, going to Naperville to watch her play basketball was just. It was a different time. It was a time.
Just pack the gym.
Pack the gym to watch her hoop was just. I'll never forget that. And then going from watching her at Tennessee, going to the Sparks, and you know the whole story. But Candace Parker did a lot for women's hoops. I think she gets lost in the shuffle now. I feel like it's like people forget.
Just looking at it when she came in compared to now is kind of crazy.
Yeah, like
I mean,
imagine when she came in now.
There's so much else going on, and then these past few years, she was injured. She took off. For the kid, like
the
injuries have been the big thing.
That time that you're talking about, from Tennessee to even in high school to that first Sparks run,
man, it was different, dog.
I'm talking about a highly decorated woman.
And if y'all
timing sucks because the season's about to start.
Yeah, they probably knew it though.
The injuries did sound great. I'm sure the org knew.
They knew what was happening.
Hope so.
If y'all haven't, man, check out her documentary that's on ESPN Plus.
Oh, it's on the list now for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one for sure. I enjoyed it. I might run that shit back, but man, shout out to her. That definitely came out of nowhere. Her retiring.
Get busy on TNT some more.
Yeah, we're not shocked. Do y'all like her on TNT? How y'all do y'all rock with her?
She decent.
A lot of people don't like the Lefko and the Crawford and the
quotable.
Yeah, she does. The Knicks fans do not like her.
If she says one bad thing about your team, people are gonna, how it is.
Especially the Knicks. What she said about Brunson was not out of pocket.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
She was trying to talk more about CJ McCollum. That's the small guard she talking about.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, man. Shout out to Candace Parker, man. It's not like we knew the time was coming because the injuries and she's. I don't want to call her old because we're the same age, but she's older in basketball years. So in basketball years, she's probably like 85 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like she's played a lot of basketball. Yeah. A lot of basketball. She has played a lot of basketball. So it's time. Go ahead and do your. They already announced she got some shit she about to drop. So people behind the scenes, people probably knew this was coming. Like the Aces knew, like she's not coming back. We're not.
And she wasn't. I mean. 1, the Aces have so much talent already, but 2, she was just kind of that complimentary piece for them already the last season, and she didn't even play in the playoffs. So
yeah, and they won but her not even touching the floor. So
yeah,
shout out to her.
She was chilling. Got her ring, went out in the sunset. Nothing wrong with that.
It's not a bad way to ride out.
WNBA camp started, so they're on their way back too. Speaking of talking about Candace, so man, that shit crazy. Turn around from draft to camp. We get to see who's gonna make these teams, the games, but we're gonna start getting preseason games over the weekend, I believe, and then right into it. Summertime of WNBA action. I can't wait, man. Women, the portal, USC been doing all type of shit. Like USC is finna beat the shit out of the Big Ten.
Everybody in the portal.
Yeah, like
I'm still in there, by the way.
You still have been there?
Yeah, I still haven't decided.
You got any calls? Any calls?
Seeking offers.
You know what? I'm gonna let my people do what they do behind the scenes.
I got you, man. Keep us updated.
Release a top 5 here soon, maybe.
I got my top. Ones.
Oh man,
narrowed it down to a few. Don't worry, I'm not gonna waste y'all time.
You ain't waste your time. All right.
Nah, I'm just going for the bag.
We almost at an hour 30, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say to the people?
I got a quick one to run by y'all that popped off in the group chat.
Okay, I'm ready for this type of shit.
This Timberwolves sweep. Everyone's talking about Ant being the face of the league right now, maybe next year. Where do y'all see Ant as far as face of the league in the next 5 years?
So before I let Jonah get in,
Wemby already here, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Wemby already here.
So before I let Jonah get his shit off about it, let's not forget about Wemby. But I want to talk about all the people who try to act like, just say if Wemby wasn't here, just not act like just because he's in Minnesota he can't be the face of the league. Do people forget about LeBron James going to Cleveland? Cleveland and Minnesota might have the same type of media market,
like, fan base.
We weren't rocking. Yep. I didn't think about ever getting a Cleveland jersey or a Cleveland shirt until LeBron went to Cleveland. Like, I didn't think about getting anything in Minnesota until KG. I didn't think about getting anything Minnesota wise until now, again, because of Ant. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even because of Cat.
The casual thing is going to be the fan. It's going to be the fate. Like, when I think it's the playoff moments. Your casual fan base is going to be more widespread than your driven fan base. Those people are already going to know. But when you can reel in those people at just figuring it out,
yes,
it's easy. And with Olympics coming up.
Yes. And you know what? Ant and Wemby has the personality for it. People forget, to be the face of anything, you got to have some type of personality. My man's is at the press conference with a tank top on. I ain't going to say, I don't think you can even say that word anymore. I'm not even going to say it, but he got a tank top on, his hat, you know what I'm going to say, his hat on.
Atlanta Braves hat on.
He talking like he in a barbershop. Like, you got to have a personality.
That's why people love him too.
Did you see people love him too?
Yeah, man. Like, come on, man. Like, you got to have a personality to be the face. And if Wemby wasn't here, he was.
The Cat's face in that post game.
He was.
Is someone gonna tell Ant stop cussing?
Man,
I hope not. Just keep.
No, please don't. Just pay the fine.
Just let it fly.
Don't even find him.
Ant wants to be like the NBA's version of Gronk, where he can just be a little fool, but we all still love him, and he still gets his shit off on the court. I'm all with it.
It was that.
I'm all with it.
If Wemby wasn't here, Ant could definitely be the face of the league. I mean, you can have two of them. You can still have two of them.
I got Wemby and Ant 1-2, and after that, he gets, it's like SGA,
Luka,
Tatum.
Start throwing out. They kind of tried their Tatum.
Yeah,
he has such a bad reputation on social media already.
Yeah,
Tatum's just gonna be solidified like he was always top 5, but never.
Tatum's never gonna. Tatum.
Your
fast forward.
Average fan is not gonna be a Boston Celtics fan.
No. So if you fast forward to him retiring, Tatum is going to have an interesting post-career conversation. Because I guarantee
seeing how many playoff games he's played already is crazy.
Yes, I just know his numbers. His numbers. If you just look at his numbers when he retired, probably gonna be insane. But then you're gonna be like, no one's talking about him being a top anything. If you didn't watch, you wouldn't understand. Now, of course, his career can really can just be different from now to the end. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just up to this 22. Point. Yes, that's crazy.
He's 22.
22 years old.
This is a reminder of why teams draft young. Dalton Knick is 23 years old, and he is going to be a lottery pick.
This is why.
Just throwing that out
Why
there.
when you come out the draft and you're talking about you 22 years old?
Potential.
Ooh, we're going to take that 18-year-old over that 22.
The historical stuff is always going to win there.
Because, and sorry for Atlanta Falcons fan, this is why it's so hard to believe that you just reached and went for got a damn 24-year-old quarterback. Somebody was like, when Kirk Cousins is done, he'd be ready. He'll be 27 years old, probably.
Entering his
what?
He should be good to go.
You should have been.
I'm happy for him though. I'm a Penix Jr. fan, so good for him. But yeah, the Falcons.
Wish he was somewhere better.
Yeah,
yeah, it's whatever.
Oh well. Well, that's all I have for this week, man. Y'all got anything else? Anything? No.
Now let's go catch the end. Jonah,
how your Twins doing?
Actually, let me see if they won.
I saw Korea.
They won today. It's 8 straight.
Oh shit! Y'all on a heater. 8 straight.
Hey, they play the White Sox and Angels and White Sox.
Oh yeah, you play a White Sox, Angels and White Sox.
I'm taking it though. They boosted the stats.
Yes.
Honestly, I haven't been watching much baseball because there's been basketball on every single night.
It has been a lot. It's been a lot.
And my team's involved, so I'm even more locked in.
Yeah, no, I hear that. No, definitely. I'm with you.
I hear again.
I'm good. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for it because they had a slow start, but now, like you say, you get them bad teams, you build up them wins, get that confidence. Them good teams come back. Now you start whooping ass because you got some confidence.
It's a damn journey in baseball.
It is.
I was about to say, is there really a get back series in baseball? Because
you can be great in the first half,
it's
and then
it's a long ass grind.
Long ass summer. Man, that's a long ass summer if you're awful. The White Sox. All right, let's get up out of here.
They got 19 days. Yeah.
There's 10 teams that aren't even trying to win. So
not even trying to win at all. But man, like always, like and subscribe. And comment on YouTube. That helps us. I see I've been watching a lot lately. I've been seeing, but like and subscribe, comment, please. It helps us. It helps with the algorithm. That's that word. It's so much. Smash that like, comment, say something, hello. Say something crazy. I may not respond, might just live, but say something. Share, leave a comment on Spotify, Apple, all those good things. You know where to find us every week.
Tell us, and we'll come put you on blast on here.
Absolutely.
However you want it.
However, come say hi to us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all those fun places. Like always, find us here every Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever time that is. But till next week.
Apple be tripping.
You know how it be. You know the app definitely. Hold on real quick.
They do.
Apple be tripping.
Oh my God. Apple wait 30 minutes, 45 minutes to even drop your shit. Come on, man. Do better, Apple. We love you, Apple, but y'all tripping, man. Y'all got enough money, man. Get this shit right. Drop it on time. Please. But till next week, Uncommon Commentators signing out. Peace.